Hey, I'm the Wolfman, and I'm here today in beautiful Dundas, Ontario, Canada. I'm going to take you on an exciting trip through what's known as the Gore and the Fisher grist mills. If you go back a little over a century, almost 2 centuries, this site would have looked completely different. This was the site of the Gore grist mill in 1834, and it remained there until 1863 when the Fisher family bought the grist mill, turned it into a pulp and paper mill, which was very common for that era. Then, in the late 1930s, what happened is the grist mill fell and the pulp mills fell into disuse, and they gave the land to build the Dundas High School. So where I'm standing is actually part of the control dam to this whole area that would have powered this mill in the 1800s. So just about a kilometer up the way, there are 2 large waterfalls which dump into a valley. The valley flows down and into that huge brick tunnel behind me. It flows around a corner and down over the falls. It's pretty high up here, but this is a really fascinating vantage point to see this old piece of history. Look at the size of this bolt. It's huge, probably about 5 or 6 centimeters in diameter. Look at the size of the nut that goes on the bottom. Now, these were used to put pieces of metal together before they had things like arc welders. This is leftover of a bygone era. These things are beautiful to behold. I'm so glad that the city decided to leave them here so we could see them. This arch that runs above me here was actually part of the water chute that they used to channel water into the old mill in the 1800s. Now, as you can see, these are big, huge chunks of stone, not bricks, not cinder blocks like we use today in modern day buildings. If you can imagine that all of these bricks were once blasted away from the side of a huge rock face, and then they were pulled over and sent by trains and horses and mules onto this location, and then men with their bare hands and simple tools would have pounded these and pounded them to make them into the shape that we see here. I hope you've enjoyed this tour of the old Fisher Pulp Mill here in Dundas, Ontario. I'm the Wolfman. Please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.